Hi Atul, good morning.
Hi, ma'am. Good morning.
How are your classes going?
Right now it's vacation up to 7th of January. It's vacation now.
Oh, that's nice. You missed your
Is it?
last class, no?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I missed because I just went to my senior's home, like one of my senior's home.
Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, I remember. Okay, few more minutes. I think everyone will join. I'll just come back in 2 minutes.
Yeah, ma'am. സായുജ്യ എവിടെടാ?
ഞാനേ വീട്ടിലാടാ.
എവിടെയാ?
വീട്ടിലാണ്.
ആഹാ.
ഇന്ന് ആരും ഇല്ലേ?
വരുവടാ. വരുമായിരിക്കും ഇപ്പൊ. ടീച്ചർ ഇപ്പൊ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ടീച്ചർ ഇപ്പൊ വരാന്ന് 2 മിനിറ്റ് കൊണ്ട് വരാന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് ഇപ്പൊ പോയിട്ടുള്ളൂ.
ആണോ?
ഉം. ഇത് ശരിക്കും ഏത് സ്ഥലാടാ?
Like, tell me whether you know it or not. No, you don't remember it?
I remember, ma'am.
Mobile means furnitures, and generator is electronische Geräte. What does that mean? Elektronische Geräte. Any guesses?
Electronic
Electronic
equipments.
equipment.
Equipments or appliances. That's what it last time said. Yeah, appliances. So these two words are very, very important to learn this lesson. Furnitures and appliances. And there are so many furnitures that you see. Last class they did that, a bit of what they need and all that. So yeah, so just a second. Yeah. Okay. So last class we saw about Bea, and we were also like completing her thing, like what she was. Sie vorbereitet etwas für die Treffung, and we also wrote about her day plan. So we'll continue a little bit about that, and I would like you all to learn these appliances and furnitures with article. Maybe next time I could just give you a very small dictation. Bet means like you have to say bed. If I say, then you have to say that's bed. Then if I'm going to say stool, then you have to like chair. If I'm going to say, then you have to say der stool with article. Yeah, learn, and there are some here as well. These are like when you come after your fifth lesson, the first topic is something that you can do all by yourself. Yeah. So a Spülmaschine, Waschmaschine means washing machine. Do we have the Waschmaschine? Yeah. Die Waschmaschine, die Spülmaschine. Spülmaschine is nothing but the any ideas what it could be? This Spülmaschine, dishwasher, sehr gut. And as we already have spoken about der Schrank und das Regal. Der Schrank ist ein mit die Türen. Mit die Türen means with the doors, and das Regal is immer öffnet, which means like it's an open one. Yeah. And the other one, yeah, you can learn. The sofa is something like you have here, the blue one. Der Sessel is something like a couch. That's what they say, their Cecil. And their Cecil is not just this. You, if you have seen all these movies, like the English movies, they have a library and they have this long chair. Yeah, the back of the chair is long, and these chairs are also called in Germany. It is called their Cecil. Yeah, the couch we can call it. Yeah. And then before we go into the lesson, I would like to continue with Bea. Let us see what she is up to. And yeah, Sie sehen in die Wohnung in 1a. Was brauchen Sie noch? Ergänzen Sie Möbel und Geräte? Arbeiten Sie mit dem Wörterbuch. Which means like you are, ziehen. Ziehen is something like you are, taking, you are just going into the apartment, which means like you are owning the apartment or you have rented it out, and this is the apartment's plan, and these are things that you already have. What are the other things that you need to have apart from hair, computer, lamp, and you have some things like these also, like you can take it here as well. Yeah, so you have the Schreibtisch, Fernseher, Teppich, Sonnenschein, and anything else. Do you need anything else? Is what is their question. That is a homework for you. You can do it and learn all the nouns that you see with the in the pictures. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to share the sound and we will see.
Da fehlt eine Seite. Die ist hier. Ah, super. Danke, bitte.
Hallo ihr zwei! Na, schon fleißig.
Hallo Annalisa, fertig mit dem Umzug?
Ja, fix und fertig. Aber die Wohnung ist toll. Ja, wollt ihr die Wohnung sehen? Ja, hier, ich zeige sie euch. Also, ja, das ist unser Flur.
Oh, schön groß.
Ja, und das ist wirklich praktisch. Und schau, da rechts geht es ins Wohnzimmer. Das ist jetzt das Wohnzimmer.
Das ist ja riesig. Ist das dein Sohn?
Ja, er heißt Marco. Ja, und hier geht es links auf die Terrasse.
Habt ihr auch Sonne?
Ja, fast den ganzen Tag, ja. Ja, und das ist die Sarah. Genau, da haben wir noch ein Bild vom Garten. Schön, gell?
Schön.
Ja. Aber wir brauchen noch etwas. Wir möchten einen kleinen Tisch kaufen und einen Sonnenschirm. Naja, mit der Zeit. Und hier Kinderzimmer. Ja, das ist das Kinderzimmer von Sarah. Hier. Und das ist das Zimmer von Marco. Ja. Und natürlich auch das Bad. Ja, und jetzt habt ihr die ganze Wohnung gesehen.
Super, sehr schön. Ich finde die Wohnung toll.
Ja, danke schön.
Teuer?
Ja.
Wir müssen weiter. Um 10 Uhr beginnt unser Meeting.
Ah, okay, Entschuldigung. Dann gehe ich. Tschüss.
Tschüss.
So you have seen it for the first time. The second time, just observe a little more about what are the words, like the name of the rooms and what she says. Like she needs a little more, and also like just like observe the pronunciations of the Wohnzimmer, their garten. They really gar is like very strong. So just take a look on that, and then we go for the second time.
Da fehlt eine Seite. Die ist hier. Ah, super. Danke, bitte.
Hallo ihr zwei! Na, schon fleißig.
Hallo Annalisa, fertig mit dem Umzug?
Ja, fix und fertig. Aber die Wohnung ist toll. Ja, wollt ihr die Wohnung sehen? Ja, hier, ich zeige sie euch. Also, ja, das ist unser Flur.
Oh, schön groß.
Ja, und das ist wirklich praktisch. Und schau, da rechts geht es ins Wohnzimmer. Das ist jetzt das Wohnzimmer.
Das ist ja riesig. Ist das dein Sohn?
Ja, er heißt Marco. Ja, und hier geht es links auf die Terrasse.
Habt ihr auch Sonne?
Ja, fast den ganzen Tag, ja. Ja, und das ist die Sarah. Genau, da haben wir noch ein Bild vom Garten. Schön, gell?
Schön.
Ja. Aber wir brauchen noch etwas. Wir möchten einen kleinen Tisch kaufen und einen Sonnenschirm. Naja, mit der Zeit. Und hier Kinderzimmer. Ja, das ist das Kinderzimmer von Sarah. Hier. Und das ist das Zimmer von Marco. Ja. Und natürlich auch das Bad. Ja, und jetzt habt ihr die ganze Wohnung gesehen.
Super, sehr schön. Ich finde die Wohnung toll.
Ja, danke schön.
Teuer?
Ja.
Wir müssen weiter. Um 10 Uhr beginnt unser Meeting.
Ah, okay, Entschuldigung. Dann gehe ich.
Tschüss.
Okay. So what she says that she needs to buy? You can all unmute yourself and answer. Did you get that? Did you hear what she dish? They're good. And then
That's all I have.
you heard that. Okay. Anyone else? Any other things? There is one thing from here in this page.
Ma'am, actually at the end of that conversation, she said as Toya. What is Toya? And the other person is like very excited. What is?
Not excited. It's like Toya is that very expensive? Oh yeah, that's what she says. Toya is expensive. Is it expensive? She says the Wohnung is yeah good, very nice. All of that is fine. Yeah. After that, one is saying, yeah, that's very beautiful, and she says thank you. And Bea asks Toya, which means like, is it expensive? And she says, yeah, it is. Yeah. So that is what it is. And the other thing that she says about the garden is like she needs a tish, which is a table, and einen Sonnenschirm. Sonnenschirm is not just for a person. This is not an umbrella for a person, an individual use. This is a bigger one where you must have seen in many places, right? And die Deutsche, sie haben immer einen Sonnenschirm in ihren Garten. They always have mostly 95% of the people have a bigger umbrella, or we say it as Sonnenschirm. And this is not just made out of the material that we see here. It is usually made out of a very thick plastic, and it is foldable. They put it inside when it is winter, and they just fix it again in the garden when it is summer. And there is always a outdoor table with chairs and barbecues and grillers and everything. If they have a garden, these are all some things that definitely you will see. Yeah, it is a must for them because they get sun only for 6 months. They use it very, very wisely. They have barbecue parties, grill parties. They really, like, if you see in the morning, winter, they actually, like, even though weekends, I have seen many Germans, like, in the morning, on the weekends, they just, like, take their breakfast and they have it outside their garden. And they make it very, very special because they just value the sunlight that they get only for like maximum of 5 to 6 months in a year. Apart from that, I think, like she says about wir müssen weiter. The lady, like Frau, it's not Frau Berg, the other lady, she says about she says, oh yeah, we have to go on because our meeting starts at 10. So she says, oh, Entschuldigung, and then, oh, excuse me, and then she leaves. Yeah, we will get to actually continue this Bea's thing. So yeah, so I'm going to play the audio for you. There are four people, and they're going to talk about one Zimmer. Lieblingsorte. Yeah, this word is Lieblings is favorite. You all know it. Ort means place. Yeah. In welchen Ort wohnst du? In which place do you live? That is also one question. Wo wohnst du is one question. In welchen Ort wohnst du is, yeah, what is the name of your place? Which means where do you live? Wo sind die Leute am liebsten in ihrer Wohnung? Hören Sie und notieren Sie. So, where are the people mostly? Like, they really like to be in their own apartment. Hear it and note it. That is what it is your task. So, we'll go on twice without a break. So, please write down the name of the Zimmer.
Kapitel 8 Meine Wohnung. Aufgabe 2a 1.
Tja, ich bin Journalistin. Wenn ich zu Hause bin, bin ich da eigentlich die meiste Zeit im. Ich arbeite da am Computer, schreibe E-Mails, surfe im Internet, schreibe die Texte für die Zeitung.
2.
Also die ganze Familie sitzt da jeden Abend zusammen. Wir kochen, essen etwas Gutes, sitzen alle an einem großen Tisch und erzählen. Die ist eigentlich das Zentrum unserer Wohnung.
3.
Nach einem langen Tag an der Uni entspanne ich total gern in meinem. Ich habe ein sehr bequemes Sofa, da kann man gut lesen oder Fernsehen. Ich sehe besonders gern gute Filme und Reportagen.
4.
Im Sommer bin ich besonders oft und gerne auf dem. Also natürlich nur, wenn das Wetter schön ist. Man kann in der Sonne sitzen, lesen, Kaffee trinken und am Wochenende grillen wir oft.
Kapitel 8 Meine Wohnung. Aufgabe 2a 1.
Tja, ich bin Journalistin. Wenn ich zu Hause bin, bin ich da eigentlich die meiste Zeit im. Ich arbeite da am Computer, schreibe E-Mails, surfe im Internet, schreibe die Texte für die Zeitung.
2.
Also die ganze Familie sitzt da jeden Abend zusammen. Wir kochen, essen etwas Gutes, sitzen alle an einem großen Tisch und erzählen. Die ist eigentlich das Zentrum unserer Wohnung.
3.
Nach einem langen Tag an der Uni entspanne ich total gern in meinem. Ich habe ein sehr bequemes Sofa, da kann man gut lesen oder Fernsehen. Ich sehe besonders gern gute Filme und Reportagen.
4.
Im Sommer bin ich besonders oft und gerne auf dem. Also natürlich nur, wenn das Wetter schön ist. Man kann in der Sonne sitzen, lesen, Kaffee trinken und am Wochenende grillen wir oft.
Okay, so you have heard all these beeps, which means like you have to fill in the beep with the name of the Zimmer. Yeah, Wohnzimmer is the living room. A Schlafzimmer means the bedroom. A Kinderzimmer is the children's room. Küche is the kitchen. And you can see right here. Yeah, die Küche, das Wohnzimmer, der Balkon. I think Balkon is very, very clear. Balcony. Das Bad or das Badezimmer. Der Flur. Flur is the hallway. Das Schlafzimmer, das Arbeitszimmer, das Kinderzimmer, vielleicht der Garten, and so on. Yeah. So these are all the ones. And Keller. Keller is an underground storage space. Yeah. It is actually in the basement floor or basement room. That's we call. The garage is the place where we keep our cars and bikes and so on. So these are all the names of the rooms. So now tell me what is the second, sorry, it just got Wait. I'm just going to share it again. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah. What is Jan Peterson tells? Where does he sit often?
He prefers kitchen.
Auf Deutsch, bitte.
Kochen. Kochen.
Die
Nein.
Küche.
Right?
Die
Kuchen.
Küche. Die
Sorry.
Küche. No problem. Die Küche. Und wir kochen in die Küche. Yeah, we cook in the kitchen. Die Küche. Sehr gut. And then 3.
Wohnzimmer.
Sehr gut, Sai. Wohnzimmer. Das ist richtig. And how did you find that? Wie hast du das gefunden?
They told about sofa, and sofa is in Wohnzimmer.
That's right. Ja, Wohnzimmer. Sehr gut. Und Leo, Informatiker. Was ist Leos Lieblingszimmer?
Garden or something.
That's right, Atul. Garten. And how did you find that?
Like he's tell about the Sonarshim. Sonanshim.
Sonnenschirm. Sehr gut. That is how. These are the keywords and these are the tactics that you need to use to find out the right answer, even in your exams. Yeah? Okay, so dann gehen wir weiter. Carla und Alex suchen eine Wohnung. Lesen Sie die E-Mail, markieren Sie alle wichtigen Informationen über die Wohnung. Okay, so. Okay, somebody else can read it. Who would like to read it? They are searching for an apartment. They are writing an email. So mark all the important information about the apartment is what is your task. Somebody, can you read the whole thing for us? The small letter that you see, email. No.
I will
You will
tell.
read.
എന്നാ അതിൽ വായിച്ചു
And you വായിച്ചോ? വന്നതല്ലേ you വായിച്ചു.
വായിക്കടാ.
I read.
Okay. Hallo, wir möchten endlich zusammen sehen und brauchen eine Wohnung. Wir suchen eine Dreizimmerwohnung, Küche, Bad, Schlafzimmer, Wohnzimmer und ein Arbeitszimmer, ungefähr ഇതെന്തായിരുന്നു?
Ungefähr.
80 Quadratmeter für maximal 700 Euro und im Zentrum, gerne mit Balkon oder Terrasse, und sie muss ruhig sein und hell. Danke und viele Grüße von Carla und Alex.
Ja, wenn ihr etwas hört, ruft uns bitte an 0176 8944189. You didn't read that.
One sentence. Oh.
And I thought like you left it because there were so many numbers. Because you were calling Devame, I was like thinking, okay, maybe the God will come and read it for you. Huh?
No.
No problem.
Ma'am,
Okay.
ma'am,
Yeah.
how we read about the smiley? Like, what do you want to say about the smiley? If to read smiley.
Will you read
Yes.
smiley when you see
No
it in
smiley
English?
ചെയ്താ മതിയെടാ.
English letters. You can smile. Yeah. What's I
Yeah,
said?
okay.
Wir möchten endlich zusammen sehen. Yeah. So the thing is, like, it is actually, I would say, Carla and Alex. Yeah, there may be some people who are, maybe they are living together, and they are also like making it a point to tell the people that we are not single, we are going to live together. And of course, I think above 16 you can find your own place in Germany. Yeah, you don't have to you have to just be very sure about your university degree. After 18 there is nothing, like you just need to know, show your passport, and like of course you are foreign nationals, but for Germans it is like 16. They just need the parents signature, all of that, and then they give the apartment. So wir möchten endlich zusammenziehen. Ziehen is to just, you know, um, in Tamil, I know what it is. We call it kudi peyarpu, which means we just go into a new house and settle down. What is that in Malayalam?
വീട്ടുകൂടൽ
Huh? What?
കുടിയിരിക്കൽ.
Ah,
കുടിയിരിക്കൽ
yeah. Kudiiruppu or kudiirukkurathu. Yes, that is what it is. Like we want to just move. That's what is
House
in
warming.
English. Yeah. We want to move together, move to a new house. That is what is CN. And umzug. Umzug, when you saw Beas and all the three ladies who were talking about the Neue Wohnung, I don't know whether you observed, there is the first question, the Frau, like the lady, the boss of Bea, she asks, wie war dein Umzug? Umzug is like, changing over. Yeah. And umziehen is like either to change. Yeah. From that change can be from dress to transportation to wono. Yeah, that is a verb which means ziehen. Ich ziehe yeah, which means like I'm changing something, like ich ziehe und bin ich da 6 Uhr. I will change myself and be there by 6 o'clock. So ziehen is a verb, very nice verb, and you will hear this ziehen verb a lot of times, and it's a very often used verb as well. And we need a wohnung, yeah, of course. And what are the criterias? Yeah, wir Informationen über die Wohnung, what are the things that they need is Dreizimmerwohnung. So, and Küche, yeah, Bad, Schlafzimmer, Wohnzimmer und Arbeitszimmer. Ungefähr, it's A, Umlaut is A, yeah. Ungefähr is approximately, yeah. Ungefähr 80 Quadratmeter für maximal 700 Euro und im Zentrum. So they say maximum what we can afford is 700 euros, and it has to be in the center. I am so, I would say it is very, very unsure. I'm very unsure whether they will get a 3-room apartment for 700 euros in Germany. It depends on the place. Of course, in Stuttgart, where I lived, definitely they won't get an apartment. And that too in the central for 700 euros. It is minimum 1000 to 1200 euros, depending on you have a balcony or terrace. Every space counts, ja. Und sie muss ruhig sein und hell, which means like it has to be very, very, very relaxed and calm. Ruhig is calm or composed. We can say relax also is ruhig. Und hell, hell is bright. So it is a criteria, because if you go to a ground floor of any apartment, the light is very, very minimal, because there are so many high, high apartments nearby, and you might not have the good sunlight that you get for just 5 to 6 months. So they say it has to be ruhig und hell, which means they are looking out for an apartment somewhere in the second floor, third floor, because those floors are very, very brighter than the ground floors. Yeah. And then, wenn ihr etwas hört, ruft uns bitte an. Anrufen is a verb, and they say when you hear when something matches, please call us, and they give the phone number. Danke und viele Grüße von Carla und Alex. Yeah. So this is the email that they have written. Now your work is to fill in the things. Zimmer, Größe, Meter, Maximal. Meter is a very, very important verb when it comes to rent is what is the meaning. Mieten, ich miete die Wohnung für 700 Euro, which means I rent the apartment for 700 euros. Meter. It's just write down and put a important mark. You need to know this word meeten. Yeah. And meter maximal, what is a maximum? Rent, ort is place, wünsche, wish. Yeah. Telephone number. Yeah. You can write that. Take 2-3 minutes and finish it, and then we will go on to the next one. Read the email once more, and then, yeah. And before that, I would like to read this detail. Carla und Alex hingen einen Zettel im Supermarkt auf. Ergänzen Sie den Zettel. Oh, yeah. Before you write down, settle is nothing but a slip. Yeah. And why you see this dotted one is they do it on perforated sheets, which means like you can tear it without, you know, there are like these small dots like the bills, and when you have a notepad you can tear the page very easily. It's called the perforated sheets, which already has a dot where you can nicely tear it. So what usually they do is like they have a paper just for this, and they hang it in the supermarket, and people don't have to take a picture or something. They just have to take one part of the the slip, and take it home with them in case if they see something is matching their own, they are having an apartment for rent, then they can just take it out from those sheets. It all has the same information. So now your work is to against z den settle. Settle is nothing but a slip or a piece of paper. That is what it is. Okay, are you done? Okay. So I think that's very easy. The next one is a very, very important one. Why I'm saying this is you need to really have a very, very sharp listening ears. Yeah. Carla und Alex lesen Wohnungsanzeigen. Please underline all these words when you see in the book. Just make a box, okay? Anzeigen, Mieter, Große, and Wünsche. Yeah, these are all words that you are you are, maybe you know it, but these are important words from this lesson. And when you see Wohnungsanzeigen, Can you guess what this word could be? Wohnungsanzeigen. No? Wohnungsanzeigen means,
Warren means just an apartment, but I don't know
yeah.
the other part.
What do you see down? Like there are five things. Where do you see a lot of like these? Where, what is it called? Where do you see it? You're searching for an apartment, and where do you actually look for it? Of course, now in the internet, even before the internet days, where do you look for it?
Maybe with the broker.
Advertisement, something.
That's right. Brokers, yes, that's right. But yeah, brokers, makler, they are called maklers, they are brokers, they also do that, but not like our India, where there is a person and you get to know this person through somebody. Not like that. They have firma means they have an office and they do that. Yeah. So Wohnungs, and yeah, that is like makler, which is the brokers. That's right, Sid. But Anzeigen is nothing but what Atul said is advertisements in the newspaper, in die Zeitung. Yeah, die Zeitung means the newspaper. So here and see das Gespräch. So they are actually, I think, they would call each other. Über welche Wohnung sprechen Sie? Ist das die richtige Wohnung für Sie? Warum nicht? One second. Oh yeah. So, über welche Wohnung sprechen Sie? Like there are five. Let us just I think we have to listen to it, and they are talking about one apartment, and it is important for each one of you, which means the readers, each one of us, to say whether it is okay for you or not. Yeah, you just look at the Wohnung. They are talking about one Wohnung which they have decided upon, and you have to tell me later whether it is okay for you or it is not okay for you. Even if you say yes or no, you have to give me a reason of Deutsch. Okay. So that is what is our work. So we will listen to the conversation twice as usual, and I will stop after the first time, so that if you have any questions, then we will discuss. Otherwise, then we can continue with the second time.
Aufgabe 3c.
Schau mal hier, das klingt gut. Elegante Wohnung im Zentrum mit Balkon, 6. Stock mit Aufzug. Das ist doch super, oder?
Ja, aber lies mal weiter. 950 € Miete.
Oh, stimmt, die ist zu teuer. Und die hier?
Aufgabe 3c.
So you have to read all. Now I'm just giving you a very quick time for you to read from 1 to 5, and then we will go on with the second part of hearing. Yeah. And just let me know in case, because many words are very similar to each other. Meter, Wohnfläche. Wohnfläche, please underline the word Wohnfläche. And Zimmer. What is Wohnfläche?
Size of the room, like
Yeah.
that.
The
Yeah.
square meter.
Square meters, and yeah, that is nothing but the measurements. Yeah, like the square feet, we could say it, right? The Fläche means the measurement of the whole thing. Yeah, meter, Wohnfläche, und Zimmer are all the words that is everywhere repeated, and yeah, other
Yes,
words,
ma'am.
please. Yeah, tell me.
There is a rule here that only depending on the square meter, this many people can stay at home.
Yeah, that's right.
Because only then they'll have the contract, or else.
Exactly. And how many square meters is for a person there?
I don't remember, but for the house which we are staying, it's around 45 meters square, and the contract is for 3 people.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, because that is actually better than Germany, I would say. Because in Germany, the children, if at all you have one child, you can have one bedroom house. But if you have two children, you have to have a two-bedroom house. It is a must. So it really is very, very expensive when you go with the family, and yeah.
In
And
this
we,
case, I would
yeah.
prefer India, ma'am. You can just rent a house and you can stay with as many people as you want.
That's true, very true. That's what I used to say. Like, our house in, like my in-laws' house in Sabiba Colony, it's quite big. Okay. It's really big for like we have around like five, one, two, three, four, 5 bedrooms. And we have a living room downstairs. We have a TV room upstairs. Apart from that, kitchen, dining, and there is a quite a small, very, very small garden area in the front. And they have also rented out one small like small house on the first floor. Yeah, so it's quite a big house, and if at all people are coming, there'll be like 25, 30 people easily for any small gathering. So we would say that house, if at all it is in Germany, I think maximum 6 to 7 people can stay, that's all. But here there will be like when at times it will be like 20 people also we stay in the same house. So yeah, that makes a big difference, and there they have all the rules of how many square meters everyone needs. That's true. I feel
Here
yeah.
they are written in quarter meter, like how much it is, like 1 quarter meter. They are
um
not written in quarter meter, not in square
I'm
meter.
not very sure because like quadrat meter is almost like I would say it
One by
is, if
fourth.
at all, Sid, yeah,
Chetna
could be that.
Rishidetana?
Square and
Yeah,
quadrat is
I don't know. I just
800
Quarter
know.
square.
meter.
We should look up to it because I think when Sid says, what is your quadrat meter? Sid, you said
No, it's square meter,
45.
not quarter.
Oh, okay. Okay. How many square meters is that?
For 45.
Square meters, is it?
Yeah.
Square meters, square
Mhm.
feet or square meters?
Meter square, ma'am.
Meter
Just.
square.
Yeah.
Okay. Two, we have square feet, right? We have 1,600. Yeah, we also have, what is it? We do have 1,600 square feet, right? Yeah, we have square feet, and they have square meter. I think it is very, very like if it is 45 square meters, it should be around 400, 500 square feet. Is that the house is only that much, Sid? 500 square feet in India? Somebody please open this like the Google and find out. No, I think 45 square meter. That is what is it? It is in Germany as well because we lived in an 80 square meter, which was almost 900 to 1,000 square feet. That is what initially we lived in a very, very small space. 80 should be about 807, 850 or something is what I remember. Anyone else? Anyone? Can you just let me know what is a square meter and square foot? Like the
Ma'am,
yeah,
we can calculate by 30 centimeters equal to 1 feet. So 100 centimeters equal to 1 meter. 3 point
yeah.
something will be there.
That's
Okay,
what I
like
3 point.
told
it's 10.7 square feet is equal to 1 square meter.
Okay, yeah. So if I'm going to say my house was 80 square feet initially in Ditsingen, then it should be around 850, 860. Am I right? Can you do the
For 80
conversion
square
from
feet,
80 square meter to square foot?
80 square meter means 800 something,
Ah,
like above
see,
800.
that's what 800,
Yeah,
850
Above
that's
something.
800.
Yeah, so that is a conversion. And a quadrat meter,
No idea, ma'am. Like, actually, I checked many times, but I didn't find any answer for quadrat meter. Google.
quadrat meter in square feet is 1 square meter. That's the same. Quadrat meter is nothing but a square meter in German. That's all. Quadrat is square. Square is called quadrat. That's it. So it is 1 is 10. That's what it is. Yeah. But we used to usually use square meter only in Germany. It's not usually quadrat meter, but the people, when you have this Anzeigen, yeah, the advertisement, they use square meter or quadrat meter. It is the same, I think so. Okay, so 557 should be around 570, and yeah, that is what it is. And there are so many planes today. I don't know. From the morning, there are so many planes over my house today. Okay, so just read out all the five Anzeigen, which means the advertisements, and let us just underline the words that you don't know. So we will have a small discussion. So, if you see the first one, they have very clearly said Ideal für zwei Studenten, kleine Wohnung näher Universität, ohne Balkon, no balcony. And Mieter ist 610 €, Wohnfläche sind 57 Quadratmeter und Zimmer ist 3. Then you have Dreizimmerwohnung, schön, sehr ruhig, mit großer Terrasse, mit der S-Bahn nur 30 Minuten bis ins Zentrum. 550 €, Wohnfläche 79 Quadratmeter, Zimmer 3. Elegante Wohnung im Zentrum mit Balkon, 6. Stock mit Aufzug. This is what they are reading. Mieter 950 €, Wohnfläche 68 Quadratmeter, Zimmer 3. Und helle Wohnung, super für junge Leute im Zentrum, direkt an der Hauptstraße beim Bahnhof. Mieter 800 €, Wohnfläche 93 Quadratmeter, Zimmer 3. Wohnung mit Südbalkon, top renoviert, hell, zentral, aber ruhig gelegen. 630 €, 81 Quadratmeter und 3. So, okay. So we will hear the whole thing one more time and then come for a discussion.
Schau mal hier, das klingt gut. Elegante Wohnung im Zentrum mit Balkon, 6. Stock mit Aufzug. Das ist doch super, oder?
Ja, aber lies mal weiter. 950 € Miete.
Oh, stimmt, die ist zu teuer. Und die hier?
It's the third one they're talking about, right? And what was the problem? Why they say it's not okay?
Due to the money point.
Yeah, okay. Weil die Wohnung ist sehr teuer. That's right, okay. And if at all you are Carla und Alex, okay, which one would you choose? Sai. Which one is okay? Zwei?
Eins.
Ein? Where is the balcony right there? There is no balcony. I want a balcony or a terrace is what they say, right? Is there any other advertisement?
Why, ma'am?
Why?
Because he is mainly looking for the lowest cost.
La,
So
that's right. But then look at the S-Bahn. See the distance. It is 30 minutes bis in Zentrum, which means it takes 30 minutes to go to the central. That's not okay as well. No, for them. They want it in the central, the central. So second one is also ruled out because it's like too far away for them. 30 minutes. They want it in the central, right? Okay. Third one, yeah, the meat is in Zayatoya. Four, fear. Is there anything? Is that nice? Helle Wohnung super für junge Leute im Zentrum, direkt an der Hauptstraße beim Bahnhof. This is okay, but there is nothing like it is specified about, whether there is a balcony or no balcony. Nothing is being said. Just hold on, just a second. Sorry, someone was on the door. Okay. So then we come back to the fourth one, which says that there is no information about the balcony. Fifth one, Wohnung mit Südbalkon. Ja, Balcony sehr top renoviert, hell, zentral, aber ruhig gelegen. Is that one which I don't know. Maybe I think it could be the fifth one. Is very very close to what they ask. They asked for a balcony, then they asked the apartment should be ruhig and it should be like bright, central. Yeah, and the euro is also 630 for them. It is like almost how much they said? Maximal 700 Euro, right? Yeah, okay. And when we do this, yeah, one thing that I would like to show you is the small boxes on the right side. Adjektiv mit sein. Ja, die Wohnung ist klein, die Wohnung ist nicht groß, die Wohnung ist hell, dunkel, die Wohnung ist dunkel, die Wohnung ist ruhig, die Wohnung ist praktisch, die Wohnung ist im Zentral, die Wohnung ist groß, like anything, like any adjective that you use with sein, which is actually one thing that you have learned all the way long. You know how to write it is, right? This is, that is, he is, she is, that. Then you come to adjective mit sehr oder zu. Die Wohnung ist sehr teuer. Yeah, that you can actually replace it with ist zu teuer auch. So when you see these two sentences, it's very expensive. That is what is the meaning. So die Wohnung ist sehr teuer, die Wohnung ist zu teuer. Both. You can use both, this or that. It is up to you. Yeah. And whenever it say like to, like sehr is very, Very. Zu is T-double-O. Yeah, it's too expensive. That's what we say that in English as well. So it is very very close to what we say in English, and we can say it is too expensive. It is too I would say too grand. It is too small. That is what is too. It's a preposition. Preposition wise, if you see, it is to. Yeah, but this too also means T double O in English. Okay, so lesen Sie die anderen Anzeigen noch einmal. We have done that. Sprechen Sie über die Wohnungen. Welche Wohnung passt zu Carla und Alex? Was denkst du? Which one is the match for them, Carla und Alex? Vielleicht 4 oder 5. Ich denke so. What are your suggestions?
I suggest 4.
4,
Sorry,
okay.
5.
5, okay. Yeah. And when I looked upon, it says like, I just told you about the quadrat meter, the square meter. In Germany, it is 12 square meter per person who is about 12 years old. And if the child is young, like a toddler, they don't have need any space, they just need a small a bed. And if they are, lesser than 12 years, then it is like 10 square meter is what is a space that they need actually. Yeah. So when you see this, when you see it is lesen Sie die anderen Anzeigen, we have done that, and we are also come across or just fixed on one of the Anzeigen, the advertisement, and come back to all these words, the adjective and ruhig, laut, klein, groß, teuer, hell, zentral, dunkel. You have to be very thorough with some of the adjectives, otherwise your richness of language when you write doesn't come. So whenever you see something, for instance a picture as is shown, we say, yeah, you have to really assist here, like maybe the Wohnung. If you take, what are all the other things that you can describe a Wohnung? What are the things, like if you take a bottle, like a water bottle, die Flasche ist grün. The Yeah, the colors also comes in the adjective. Und es ist sehr praktisch. It's very practical because the lid is very good. Es ist sehr haftig, which is strong, stark und haftig. And you can go about telling about this bottle. And if you want to take a system like a computer, es ist neu, die Schirm ist sehr groß, the screen is very big, and it goes on. So you need to have at least 2 or 3 words to describe anything that you see around. That will be your work for this lesson. While we are working with this lesson, your work is to really find out as many adjectives as possible. Yeah, that is what it is. And let us just look into, we will continue with Bea once more. Let's see what she is up to. And then she will also be like, it is also like interweaving between the topics that we see right here and the practical aspects. How do they use in daily life? That is why we always juggle between the lesson and the Bea's video.
Schön, gell? Echt toll, deine Wohnung. So eine Wohnung möchte ich auch haben.
Ja, das verstehe ich. Nee, im Ernst, suchst du eine Wohnung?
Ja, vielleicht. Aber erstmal brauche ich eine feste Stelle.
Verstehe ich. Also hier eine Wohnung finden, eine günstige Wohnung finden, ist richtig schwierig.
Ja.
Wir haben fast ein Jahr gesucht.
Echt?
Ja, es war wirklich schwer.
Was macht man da am besten?
Also, wir haben am Ende über Internet was gefunden. Also geh auf keinen Fall zu einem Makler, das ist sowas von teuer. Was könntest du tun? Ja, zum Beispiel, du könntest einen Zettel im Supermarkt aufhängen oder ein Inserat in der Stadtteilzeitung aufgeben oder hier im Haus bei uns eine E-Mail rumschicken. Aber ich denke, am Ende ist es im Internet am leichtesten.
Habe ich auch schon gehört.
Ja. Du musst einfach deine Daten eingeben und sagen, was du suchst, wo du was suchst und ab wann und wie groß, wie viele Zimmer und so weiter, und dann bekommst du die Angebote.
Ja, das werde ich auch tun, wenn es soweit ist.
Ja, warte mal, hier habe ich was. Kommt nicht raus. Jetzt, hier. Schau. Für dich.
Eine Einladung?
Ja,
Danke.
ja, bitte. Kannst du kommen?
Ja, da habe ich Zeit.
Ja, klasse.
Oops.
Schön, gell?
Echt toll, deine Wohnung. So eine Wohnung möchte ich auch haben.
Ja, das verstehe ich. Nee, im Ernst, suchst du eine Wohnung?
Ja, vielleicht. Aber erstmal brauche ich eine feste Stelle.
Verstehe ich. Also hier eine Wohnung finden, eine günstige Wohnung finden, ist richtig schwierig.
Ja.
Wir haben fast ein Jahr gesucht.
Echt?
Ja, es war wirklich schwer.
Was macht man da am besten?
Also, wir haben am Ende über Internet was gefunden. Also geh auf keinen Fall zu einem Makler, das ist sowas von teuer. Was könntest du tun? Ja, zum Beispiel, du könntest einen Zettel im Supermarkt aufhängen oder ein Inserat in der Stadtteilzeitung aufgeben oder hier im Haus bei uns eine E-Mail rumschicken. Aber ich denke, am Ende ist es im Internet am leichtesten.
Habe ich auch schon gehört.
Ja. Du musst einfach deine Daten eingeben und sagen, was du suchst, wo du was suchst und ab wann und wie groß, wie viele Zimmer und so weiter und dann bekommst du die Angebote.
Ja, das werde ich auch tun, wenn es soweit ist.
Ja, warte mal, hier habe ich was. Kommt nicht raus. Jetzt. Schau. Für dich?
Eine Einladung?
Ja.
Danke.
Ja, bitte. Kannst du kommen?
Ja, da habe ich Zeit.
Ja, klasse.
Okay, so they are looking at the apartment. What are all the things that you understood? Each one of you can just talk, just tell me about what you understood from this conversation. Sai. Is he there? He's very quiet. Sai, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah. So, can you tell me what you understood about this conversation?
I don't get mad.
Huh?
I didn't understand much.
Much. That's fine. That's fine. See, I'm not asking you to say that in German. It is only in English. What are the things that you understood? Very, very little, at least you must have understood, right? It could be even one sentence Bea said or the lady said, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I want to hear once more.
Okay, fine. So, Atul,
I think he's just looking for a house,
mhm,
and that lady is showing her like one apartment, the details of one apartment, and
okay,
I think she is fine on that apartment. I think.
that is
Also,
what
she
is
is
your.
asking for the it is big or not. Also, he's
Mhm.
asking. That
Okay,
much I
fine.
understand. Also, need to go for some supermarket for purchasing something.
Okay, that is what you understood. Okay, Emmy. Hey, Emmy, I didn't
Yeah,
actually say a hi. Hi, Emmy.
I
Tell me, what did you understand?
I understood the last portion. The lady was giving an invitation, an
Uh
apartment
huh.
invitation to her,
Okay.
and it was written like a celebration on Saturday. That's what
Mhm.
I read. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Juhi.
I didn't get much about the beginning, but ending
Okay.
understood it's an invitation for her housewarming.
Housewarmings. Yeah, good. Okay. Sid.
It's the same with what Amy told, ma'am. I just got to
Okay.
know that she gave an invitation.
Okay, so now answer me these questions. Okay, which apartment is Bia seeing on the screen on the tab? She's looking at an apartment, right? That is very clear. Even though we don't have the pictures of her seeing it, it really shows that she's seeing something. Which apartment is that? Is that a new one or is it the lady's apartment? Just unmute and just answer so that we will get to know what the whole idea of the conversation is all about. I don't think so. We have a very clear idea about it. That is why I asked you certain questions, because this is like, I know, like from some lessons, it is quite not very easy. But just the only thing that I can give you a clue is, remember the last video that you saw. Okay, when she comes to tell both of them about her new apartment. Okay, so sorry. So the next is all about the second thing. What I would like you to look at is, yeah, what is Bea's reaction once she says about the word makler? Okay, you have to observe that. The third is, what are the ways of finding the apartment is something that the lady, like, Annalisa says, Bea. I would like you to listen to that carefully as well. I'm going to play this video twice more. Okay. Take your note and just note down clearly some words so that you can make a hint development later. So these are the three questions that I have put forth for you, and I would like you to look at it very carefully. Okay, here we go.
Schön, gell?
Echt toll, deine Wohnung. So eine Wohnung möchte ich auch haben.
Ja, das verstehe ich. Nee, im Ernst, suchst du eine Wohnung?
Ja, vielleicht. Aber erstmal brauche ich eine feste Stelle.
Verstehe ich. Also hier eine Wohnung finden, eine günstige Wohnung finden, ist richtig schwierig.
Ja.
Wir haben fast ein Jahr gesucht.
Echt?
Ja, es war wirklich schwer.
Was macht man da am besten?
Also, wir haben am Ende über Internet was gefunden. Also geh auf keinen Fall zu einem Makler, das ist sowas von teuer. Was könntest du tun? Ja, zum Beispiel, du könntest einen Zettel im Supermarkt aufhängen oder ein Inserat in der Stadtteilzeitung aufgeben oder hier im Haus bei uns eine E-Mail rumschicken. Aber ich denke, am Ende ist es im Internet am leichtesten.
Habe ich auch schon gehört.
Ja. Du musst einfach deine Daten eingeben und sagen, was du suchst, wo du was suchst und ab wann und wie groß, wie viele Zimmer und so weiter, und dann bekommst du die Angebote.
Ja, das werde ich auch tun, wenn es soweit ist.
Ja, warte mal, hier habe ich was. Kommt nicht raus. Jetzt hier. Schau. Für dich.
Eine Einladung?
Ja.
Danke.
Ja, bitte. Kannst du kommen?
Ja, da habe ich Zeit.
Ja, klasse. Schön, gell?
Echt toll, deine Wohnung. So eine Wohnung möchte ich auch haben.
Ja, das verstehe ich. Nee, im Ernst, suchst du eine Wohnung?
Ja, vielleicht. Aber erstmal brauche ich eine feste Stelle.
Verstehe ich. Also hier eine Wohnung finden, eine günstige Wohnung finden, ist richtig schwierig.
Ja.
Wir haben fast ein Jahr gesucht.
Echt?
Ja, es war wirklich schwer.
Was macht man da am besten?
Also, wir haben am Ende über Internet was gefunden. Also geh auf keinen Fall zu einem Makler, das ist sowas von teuer. Was könntest du tun? Ja, zum Beispiel, du könntest einen Zettel im Supermarkt aufhängen oder ein Inserat in der Stadtteilzeitung aufgeben oder hier im Haus bei uns eine E-Mail rumschicken. Aber ich denke, am Ende ist es im Internet am leichtesten.
Habe ich auch schon gehört.
Ja, ja, ja. Du musst einfach deine Daten eingeben und sagen, was du suchst, wo du was suchst und ab wann und wie groß, wie viele Zimmer und so weiter und dann bekommst du die Angebote.
Ja, das werde ich auch tun, wenn es soweit ist.
Ja, warte mal, hier habe ich was. Kommt nicht raus. Jetzt, hier. Schau. Für dich.
Eine Einladung?
Ja.
Danke.
Ja, bitte. Kannst du kommen?
Ja, da habe ich Zeit.
Ja, klasse.
Okay. Now I think you will be able to answer my question. Which apartment is Bea seeing? Is that not clear for anyone?
I think the other lady was speaking too fast, which I couldn't catch.
Yeah. Okay.
Ma'am, is it
So
apartment number?
what is it? What is
Are
it?
you looking for the apartment number?
No.
What?
I'm asking whose apartment is Bea seeing? Is
Oh,
that a
no, no, no.
new one, or is it the lady's apartment? Was my question. Let me just see whether I have the
I think it is a new
transcript.
one, ma'am.
You think so? Okay. I'm just going to see the transcript. Okay. Sometimes these transcripts are very useful because, like, as just it said, it is very, very fast. Yeah. So, jetzt, das ist, mm, is that, oh, yeah, it's the video, isn't it? I'm just looking at the audio's transcript. Transcript, some audios, and transcript, some video. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to share this with you. And are you all seeing 10, 18? Wie findet man eine Wohnung? Is that a screen that you're seeing?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Annalisa und Bea. So you can just read it once completely, okay? I'm just going to, when you finish, just let me know so I can scroll it down. But I definitely would like you to read it once and see what, now do you understand it? Yeah. Can I scroll it down a bit?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, now tell me, what did you understand from this? Whose Wonung is Bea seeing?
The ladies.
Yes, that's right. She is seeing the other lady's apartment, yeah. And what is her wish? Was wünscht Bea? She wishes for something, no? Immediately when she says right here, if you see.
Yeah. I think she's trying to find some cheap apartment.
Ja, that is also right. But she also says, so eine Wohnung möchte ich auch haben. Which means, like this, I would like to have an apartment too. But Annalisa says, yeah, I understand that. But suits to eine Wohnung. Are you looking out for? Yeah, maybe. Like Bea is not very keen on that because she first, like, this is a nice sentence that you really need to have, unless without this you cannot see an apartment. Aber yes, erstmal brauche ich eine feste Stelle. This word fest is like a very strong holding. Ich, ich mache das fest is like I will definitely do it, like that. So feste Stelle. Stelle is a job. Yeah. Die Stelle means the vacancy or the job, we call it. Job is also job in English as well. And you have another other synonyms for job and a Stelle. Ich suche eine Stelle, which means I'm looking for a position, which means in your work wise you are looking out for a vacancy. Yeah, feste Stelle is something that I really need a very it's not a temporary one, but I need a permanent job. It's called feste Stelle. And then she says, "Yeah, I understand." Annalisa says, "Yeah, I understand." But a günstiger. This is a nice adjective which means günstig. Günstig means cheap. Yeah, billiger also is cheap. You can use either. It's for instance, if I want to say die Flasche is billiger, which means the bottle is cheap. Yeah, günstig is like reduced and it at a reduced rate or a cheaper rate or a very economical. That is what is günstig. But she says, because if you remember, she has come from Berlin to Munich. Munich is a place where to find an apartment, it is the most scariest one, as sie haben viele Einwohner als die Wohnung, which means they have a lot of people rather than the Wohnung, apartments or houses. So mostly it will be very full. So she says, "Yeah, I have." The Annalisa says, "I searched for an apartment for almost a year." And then she goes on to say, "How do we do that?" Yeah, Bea asks, "Was macht man da am besten?" What is the best way to find it? The first she says about, yeah, the first thing what she did was she found an apartment in the internet. Yeah. And Makler, I told you about Makler, who are the brokers, right? And ja, geh auf keinen Fall zu einem Makler, which means it is, she says, never ever go to a broker. Das ist so was von teuer. It is very very expensive. Don't go to a broker. That is what she advises Bea. And then what are the other things? You can put a settle in supermarket, which we discussed just a little before, or Inserat in der Stadtteilzeitung. Inserat is nothing but an insert, which is an advertisement in the newspaper. Or you can also hang the advertisement in unserem Haus. In house means in the office. In the entrance, there will be a board where you can say if you have a house to rent it out, or you want a house to rent out, anything, you can just put the advertisement in your own space office. Because like by mouth, word by mouth, it travels and you will definitely get a good apartment, is what is her thought. So these are the three ways that she says to find an apartment. And finally, as you all guessed it right, she is calling her for her housewarming ceremony, which is sie gibt einen Einladung for ihren neuen Haus, which is like for her new house. So these are all the things that comes in the conversation. Of course, it's a little faster. It is very very not very easy, but yeah, you are also on the stage. Like now you understand, right? When they speak, you don't understand, but when you read, you do understand. So that is where you are, but slowly you have to look at the transcript and videos, and even just underline each of the words to find out how they speak. How they speak is usually with the audio video or your audio transcripts. That is how I learnt. So even to make a sentence, I wouldn't know how do I use it. Sometimes we know the words. Yeah, for instance, what I have highlighted right here, I know what is keinen Fall, of no case. Yeah, no case, don't go anywhere, like of any case, in any case, that is what it is. And auf keinen Fall gehst du nicht zu einem Makler. This is a sentence that you can learn. This is so, is all these so and and also are all particle words to make the sentence much more lively. That is how the Deutsche, the Germans do that. But das ist so teuer. That is enough for A1, right? It's okay. It's definitely okay. For instance, and then she says about warte mal, yeah, hier habe ich etwas, which means like, please wait, I have something for you. These are some things, some words, some sentences that you can learn only from the transcripts. So what I'm going to do is like I'm going to send the transcript of the previous one and this one to you in any time. If you have some time, just go through one or two transcripts to just see how people speak. It will enhance your speaking skills as well. Yeah. Okay, then I stop sharing this and we go back to our lesson. Okay, so they are very, very keen on the new apartment. Alex und Carla haben eine neue Wohnung. Already they have like decided on an apartment. Hören Sie das Gespräch. Wohin kommt was? Was möchte Carla? Was möchte Alex? Ergänzen Sie die Tabelle und berichten Sie. So these people were actually not together from the beginning. They are just going to go together for the first time. So Carla brings her own things, Alex brings his own things. So with the conversation, what you need to do is find out what Carla needs and what Alex needs. So here we go, los geht's.
Aufgabe 4a.
So, wie machen wir das jetzt?
Oops, sorry.
Aufgabe 4a.
So, wie machen wir das jetzt? Ich denke, den Computer, den stellen wir in die Küche. Da ist es schön hell, da kann ich gut arbeiten.
In die Küche? Mensch, Carla, du wolltest doch unbedingt ein Arbeitszimmer in der neuen Wohnung. Und wir haben extra eine Wohnung mit Arbeitszimmer gesucht. Der Computer kommt natürlich ins Arbeitszimmer.
Findest du? Na gut. Aber den Fernseher stellen wir ins Schlafzimmer. Da kann ich im Bett fernsehen. Das ist doch sehr gemütlich.
Was? Also wirklich nicht. Der Fernseher muss natürlich ins Wohnzimmer. Wir haben doch extra ein neues Sofa gekauft, da kann man super fernsehen. Aber diesen Schrank hier stellen wir in den Flur, da ist viel Platz.
Den Schrank? Auf keinen Fall. Den Schrank stellen wir ins Arbeitszimmer. Der ist viel zu groß für den Flur. Aber den Kühlschrank können wir in den Flur stellen. Dann haben wir in der Küche mehr Platz.
Den Kühlschrank in den Flur? Warum das denn? Den Kühlschrank stellen wir natürlich in die Küche. Kühlschränke stehen immer in der Küche.
Mensch, Alex, du bist immer so konventionell.
Also Carla, wirklich.
Aufgabe 4a.
I think the fight has started in the beginning itself, even before they go inside. So yeah, typical a man and a woman. So she has her own opinions and ideas, and he has his own opinions and ideas. So just write it down what says Carla and what says Alex. Yeah, Carla first says about computer in the Küche. Alex says where the computer has to go. So it has to be like in the Arbeitszimmer. Yeah, that is where the computer has to go for Alex. So likewise, listen to the complete conversation and find out the other things that they want in each of the rooms.
Aufgabe 4a.
So, wie machen wir das jetzt? Ich denke, den Computer, den stellen wir in die Küche. Da ist es schön hell, da kann ich gut arbeiten.
In die Küche? Mensch, Carla, du wolltest doch unbedingt ein Arbeitszimmer in der neuen Wohnung. Und wir haben extra eine Wohnung mit Arbeitszimmer gesucht. Der Computer kommt natürlich ins Arbeitszimmer.
Findest du? Na gut. Aber den Fernseher stellen wir ins Schlafzimmer. Da kann ich im Bett fernsehen. Das ist doch sehr gemütlich.
Was? Also wirklich nicht. Der Fernseher muss natürlich ins Wohnzimmer. Wir haben doch extra ein neues Sofa gekauft, da kann man super fernsehen. Aber diesen Schrank hier stellen wir in den Flur, da ist viel Platz.
Den Schrank? Auf keinen Fall. Den Schrank stellen wir ins Arbeitszimmer. Der ist viel zu groß für den Flur. Aber den Kühlschrank können wir in den Flur stellen. Dann haben wir in der Küche mehr Platz.
Den Kühlschrank in den Flur? Warum das denn? Den Kühlschrank stellen wir natürlich in die Küche. Kühlschränke stehen immer in der Küche.
Mensch, Alex, du bist immer so konventionell.
Also Carla, wirklich.
Okay, Carla, what she says, the computer for Carla, where should it stay in the kitchen? Alex,
I think it should be in the Arbeitszimmer.
they are good.
Arbeitszimmer.
Okay, what is the second item that they were talking about?
The TV
Fanzea. Where Carla says it should be
in the bedroom.
bedroom. Yeah, that is okay for sometimes, but Alex says
Wohnzimmer.
Wohnzimmer. Why? Warum?
Because
They
there's a
have a
big
sofa.
sofa.
Ja, hat einen neuen Sofa gekauft. He has bought a new sofa und ich kann in den Sofa sehr gut fernsehen. I can really look at the TV very comfortably sitting on my sofa. That is what is Alex's Argumente of Deutsch. And the next thing, what is the next third thing?
Kühlschrank.
Kühlschrank. Where does Carla says she can
Floor.
place it?
Floor.
Arbeitszimmer.
Floor.
In den Flur? Yeah, that's right. Kühlschrank. And Alex says
Küche.
in die Küche. That's right. And the last one?
Why don't the men get
Schrank.
convinced?
Yeah, but then even before that, Schrank, the cupboard. Where does Carla says where the cupboard can be?
In kitchen.
In the kitchen?
Wohnzimmer.
Wohnzimmer? No. I don't
Then it
think.
is floor, ma.
What is it?
Then it is floor.
Floors, they are good. See, he
That is the
Alex,
only thing left.
yeah, Alex says it is in the floor because there is a lot of space. That is what he says, right? But Carla says where? Carla says something else. Look at your book one more time. They don't say anything about the shrunk later. Is that so? They have not decided about the shrunk is what I feel. The Kühl shrunk, yeah, they said something. But with the shrunk, they say der Fernseher muss natürlich in Wohnzimmer. And then, yeah, about the Schrank. Aber diesen Schrank hier stellen wir in den Flur. Da ist viel Platz. Den Schrank, asks Alex, and then he says, auf keinen Fall, den Schrank stellen wir in Arbeitszimmer. So I think he says about the Arbeitszimmer and he says about the Flur and she says about the Arbeitszimmer. Yeah, the Schrank is there. And finally, conventional. What does it mean? Yeah, very conventional, which means old. Like we think, like, kitchen, in the kitchen only there should be like, it's very conventional, is it has its own place, and very traditional and conventional is like sometimes we use it as synonyms. Yeah, so there is a tradition, there is like always this practice of this has to go there, and we never change our beliefs just because we have to change it. So then she says about Alex, oh, du bist sehr conventional. And immediately he is really like, he's irked a bit, which means like he's not really liking, and he says, oh, Carla, wirklich? Really? What do you mean? Yeah. So he's not very happy about it. Okay. So, and in welches Zimmer stellen Sie die Dinge? Dinge means things. We have Sachen und Dinge means things. And sprechen Sie zu zweit. So I'm going to send you like in groups. You have to find out where will you place what. And when you come back, I want you to write down full sentences, just like the one you see in Beispiel. Sie sieht einen Beispiel da unten. Ich stelle den Computer ins Wohnzimmer. And Sofa, Regal, Bett, Herd, Schreibtisch. It is also a good practice to write about the names of the rooms, and it is good. And yeah, and when you come back, I would also like you to do one more thing, die Einladung. Just read the Carla und Alex Einladung and come back. And if you have any words that you don't know, please underline. And if you have any doubts, then we can discuss. So it is 11:45. So you have like 7 to 8 minutes to do both. You quickly write down because the B, für B is nicht sehr, das ist einfach, das ist nicht schwer. Schwer means difficult. So quickly, I'm going to send you to the rooms and you can come back. Okay. Join the rooms and come back after, like, I will just give you an intimation at 11:55.